praise, giving honor to God, giving honor to Apostle Didi in her absence, to all the ministers, to all that is under the sound of my voice. I was up and then I had to like sit and listen to God and for what it is that he would have me to minister today. And last night, and as I was preparing, I was like, well, God, you had me at this place before. I've been here. I've been in this place. And I've been in this place, and I've been in this place, and I've delivered this message. And then what God had to remind me of when you're in training or you're trying to implement something, you're trying to get something ingrained in you. The best way to do it is a repetitive process, right? To continually do it, to continually push it on, to continually bring it back to the forefront to, okay, I need to do that again. I need to do that again. Yes. I need to do that again. Yes. And I need to do it again. Yes. And I need to do it again. Yes. And I need to do it again. Yes. And sometimes you be like, oh goodness, I don't feel like doing it anymore. But here's the thing. When you stop doing it and some time has passed, it's a little difficult when you go back to trying to pick it back up again. Yes. Right? Yes. And I believe that right now God has us on a journey and a process. He had me speaking about it's time to walk through the fire, right? You have to stay connected. It's time to press in. You can't be passive. All these things that God is telling us that we have to do. And I believe there's some that's going forth and doing. And in the midst of all of that, as you're going along and you're doing it, there's adversity coming. There's things happen. So I'm here once again to press in, to continue to tell you, keep it up, be at peace. So today I want to talk about dwelling in peace. As you go forth to do what it is that God will have you to do, as you begin to walk through those fires and you say, Lord, I trust you. I need you to continue to have peace. Galatians 5:22 reads, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, and faithfulness. This morning, I want to focus on the fruit of peace and dwelling in peace. Peace is a popular word a variety of people use in various ways. One everyday use is to represent the absence of war or conflict. For example, when warring countries sign a treaty and are at peace, or when a quarreling friends make up and are at peace with each other. So that's one way that the word peace is used. Peace also refers to rest. The Webster Dictionary defines peace as the state of tranquility or quiet, while the Oxford Dictionary defines it as the state of being calm or quiet, such as when describing a place of peaceful or saying your mind is at peace. God said, I need you no matter what it is that you're going through, no matter what it is that you're looking at, no matter what it is that you perceive with something to be. I need you to be at a tranquil, quiet place. I need you to be at a state of calm and quietness in the midst of chaos, in the midst of noise, because peace is your portion. When you are connected, one of the fruits of being connected is peace. You should have peace. If you're saying that you are a child of God and you are connected and the Spirit of God is in you, one of those fruits that shows that you are connected is that you are able to have peace in spite of. Yes, Lord. Yes, peace Lord. No matter what is going on. Yes. Yes. Peace in the Bible. So all those things is how peace is represented in the dictionary. But in the Bible, peace is a bit different. Biblical peace is more than just absence of conflict and a state of rest. It means completeness or wholeness. And it points to the presence of something else. So it's not just because of you. It's not because I think, you're willing yourself. No, it's the presence of something else that you have this peace. It's not totally relying on you. So matter of fact, the peace that we should have is like, you know something? I totally don't know, but God, I turn it all over to you.
Amen. Amen.
And knowing who He is,
Yes,
it's that peace and calmness
Yes.
because you trust the mighty God who we serve.
Yes.
I turn it all over to you. So unlike the world, you have to do some things in order to get the peace with your friends that I spoke of, or the peace of war. Someone else, one of the other have to do something. But God says, you don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
All you need to do is just trust me, and I will give you peace.
Peace.
In Hebrew, the word translated as peace is shalom. And according to Strong Concordance, it means completeness, soundness, and welfare. It comes from the root word shalom, which means making amends or making whole or complete. And see, sometimes we feel empty. Sometimes we feel I need to do more. Sometimes we feel that it's just not enough. But if you have the fruit of peace, truly have it, then it's complete.
Yes, Lord.
You're whole. God fills in the gap. Therefore, having shalom means being in a state of wholeness and completeness without any deficiency or lack.
Yes, come on.
There's no deficiency or lack. Because again, you're not just relying on you. You're not relying on your resources. You're not relying on what it is that you know, what it is that you can do, what strength that you have. And we have to remember as we go through this journey, as we walk through the fires, as we go on to do things, even on our job. And see, it's not just, this stuff in church and what we consider to be a spiritual, because we're spiritual beings. So everywhere we go, the Spirit is with us, and it's a spiritual thing. So our work life is spiritual. Our marriage life is spiritual. Our relationship with our children is spiritual, because we are spiritual beings. So we don't jump out of the Spirit when we got to do one thing and then into the Spirit when we have to do something else. We are constantly Spirit. So if we are constantly Spirit, then we are constantly whole. We are constantly complete. Even if we can't see it with our own eyes or fathom it with our own minds, because it's not on us. Because peace is completeness relying on something else. In Ephesians 6:14 it reads, and having strapped on your feet the gospel of peace and preparation to face the enemy with firm-footed stability and the readiness produced by the good news. So this is speaking of the armor that we're supposed to put on. But particularly, this is speaking of the peace of the word that's strapped onto our feet, right? And I like I love the Amplified version, right? Because it emphasizes certain things. And an Amplified version says, to face the enemy with firm-footed stability, readiness to produce the good news. Like, listen, you be like, come on. That thought, I rebuke you, Satan. Firm-footed, trying to move you. You can't do this. I know I can't, but God can. You don't know enough. I know I don't, but God knows it. That firm-footedness, that steadiness, knowing that I have peace. I don't know it all, but I serve a God. I'm connected to a God. And so because I'm connected to Him, I am complete. And if I don't know it, if it doesn't come through, that means it wasn't meant to happen. But I'm complete. You have to understand that you are complete.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Because you reside in peace. Because it's a part of what it is that is the fruit of what is produced once you're connected. You should have peace. Stop worrying about it, because there's nothing you can do about it. Absolutely nothing. Hold on to the promises of God. Psalm 119, 105 to 109 reads, your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. I have sworn an oath, and have confirmed it, that I will keep your righteous ordinance. I am greatly afflicted. Renew and revive me. Give me life, O Lord, according to your word. Accept and take pleasure in the freewill offering of my mouth, O Lord, and teach me your ordinance. My life is continually in my hand. Yes, I do not forget your law. Yes. So here, I wanted to read not just more of your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. Because if we're residing in peace, then we don't have to worry about where we're going and which direction. We have the word to guide us, to be a lamp to our feet. So even when we feel that we're in the dark and we don't know where to go and we're blindsided, the word says that his word will give you light and give you direction even when you can't see it or understand where it is that you're going. But you have to be able to reside in this peace. And here, the writer who's writing this psalm is going through some things and understands that there's some things that's going on in my life right now. But it started off, but your word is a light to my path. Yes. So and then it's understanding. So I just need to understand your ordinance more. I need to understand your word more because I know that you will guide me. And see, if you read the Bible and you go through the different, especially the Old Testament, it should be preparing you that there's going to be adversity. 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 If you look at the Psalms and the Acts and what the writers, the disciples went through, and the letters and how Paul is stating, you know, I've gone through this. We have to beat our body. We have to understand that we are one with Christ and there's going to be trials and tribulations, but the Lord will be with you. But even in the midst of all of that, there is peace. Yes. Because I know who I'm connected to. Yes. The thing is, do you know who you're connected to? Are you dwelling? Are you trying to connect and get all the ordinance from God? All of the things that he will have you to do. Habakkuk 3:17-19 reads, though the fig tree does not blossom, and there is no fruit in the vines, though the yield of olive fails, and the fields produce no food, though the flock is cut off from the floods, and there is no cattle in the stalls, yet I will choose to rejoice the Lord. Yes. I will choose to shout in exaltation in the victorious God of my salvation. The Lord is my strength, the source of my courage, my invincible army. He has made my feet steady and sure, like hinds feet, and make me walk forward with spiritual confidence on my high places of challenges and responsibility. I told you I love that amplified. I love that amplified. You saw all the emphasis. So here, the writer here is saying, I see nothing happening. I see nothing fruitful happening. I see nothing good happening. And everything that I hope to happen is not happening right now. Everything that it appears that I need doesn't appear to be available. But yet, I will choose to rejoice in the Lord. Yes. And see, there's some things that you're going through right now. There's some fires that you said, okay, check, I received that word. I'm walking through the fire. And as you're going through the fire, you're like, I wasn't expecting it. I knew it was going to be bad. But oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. And we have to reside in peace and know that it's complete. It's complete. It's complete. And you'll be like the Hebrew boys that's going through the fire and see you going through and you come out unscathed. Yes. And we have to understand that no matter what's going on, you're going to come out unscathed. Yes. But you have to continue to remind yourself, I'm in peace. Yes. Because I'm complete with God. I don't see anything being productive of that, but I know that my God is able to provide. So I am at peace. How many of us are ready to be sure-footed?
Yes.
How many of us needed this reminder to God, I'm sure-footed, and I'm going to reside in peace, no matter what's going on.
Yes.
Psalm 4:8 says, in peace I will both lie down and sleep. For you alone, O Lord, make me dwell in safety.
Yes.
Where are you dwelling at? Where are we dwelling at? Isaiah 32:16 speaks on. Then justice will dwell in the wilderness, and righteousness will live in the fertile fields. And the effect of righteousness will be peace. And the result of righteousness will be quietness, confidence, and trust forever. Yes. Then my people will live in a peaceful surroundings and in secure dwellings and in undisturbed resting places. But it will hell when the forest comes down, and the capital city will fall in utter humiliation. Blessed, happy, fortunate are you who cast your seed upon all waters. When the river overflows, its banks irrigate the lands. You who allow the ox and the donkey to roam freely. So here, this is right after anyone who read Isaiah. If you read Isaiah, a lot of Isaiah is about punishment. It's about trials and tribulation that the people of Israel has gone through because of their disobedience. But it is the promise that the just, the righteous, those who rely on the word, those who take the word and say is a light upon my path, those who do that and get back in line, stay in line, then God said no matter what, there will be quietness, there will be confidence in the midst. So God speaks that there's quiet and confidence in the midst. Don't allow the enemy to let you know, well, this happened to you and this happened to you. Right. Because if there's things that happened to you that wasn't, you have to think, what did I do? Right? Because there's some things that the children of Israel did that they had to pay for. Yeah. So here's the thing. There's some things, and I'm sorry, sometimes we don't like preaching this. And sometimes people don't want to hear this. But sometimes there's some things that you do. There's some things that you have done. Though God has forgiven you, and though he will prosper you, there's still a punishment that is due to you for what it is that you have done. Because you knew better. And I told you once. I told you twice. I even told you 3 or 4 times. I gave you a pow-pow, and you said, oh, man, I just got a pow. And matter of fact, you were just expecting another pow-pow. God said, no. You need more than just a little pow-pow in the hand. No, you shouldn't do that. So some of us are in our more than just a pow-pow moment. Right? And God spoke to you. You say, oh, God, why? And then when you hear the answer, you're just like, but God said, yet I'm still going to prosper you. Yes. But you still have to remain on course. Yes. You still have to take the punishment, and then I will be with you. Right. Because in Jeremiah it speaks of, I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you. But that was in the midst of captivity. Yes. And God told them, I want to prosper you, but you got to get comfortable in this place right now. Right. So don't get discouraged if now you're on the right path and you want to say, God, can I get a pass now? Because, okay, I got it. That's good that you have it, but you're still going to be on punishment for a little bit longer. How many said, well, mommy, I cleaned my room when you was little, but mommy, I did X, Y, Z. Yeah. That's too late. That's good. But you're still on punishment. Yeah, you're still on punishment. But I want you to continue to be good. And that's the thing. Continue to, because the enemy would say, well, ain't no point then. You might as well just do X, Y, Z. How many of us kind of felt in those places? Well, since I'm good, I might as well just get it all out. I might as well just do. How many been in that place? Y'all know some of y'all been in that place. And that just take you, and don't let the enemy take you there. Don't go down that rabbit hole with them. Don't you go down it. You better stay on the righteous path. John 15:4-6 speaks. Dwell in me, and I will dwell in you. Live in me, and I will live in you. Just as no branch can bear fruit of itself without abiding and being vitally united to the vine, neither can you bear fruit unless you abide in me. I am the vine, you are the branches. Whoever lives in me, I am him, bears more abundant fruit. However, apart from me, cut off from vital union with me, you can do nothing. If a person does not dwell in me, he is thrown out like a broken off branch and withers. Such branches are gathered up and thrown into the fire, and they are burnt. So here is saying that you have to stay connected.
Yeah.
No matter what's going on, you have to stay connected. So in order, you're like, well, I just don't have peace. I just, because are you connected? Mm-hmm. Are you truly connected? Are you connected? And see, connected, are you reading your word? Mm-hmm. Are you praying?
Yeah.
Are you waiting? Mm-hmm. Are you being still and knowing that he is God?
Yes. Come on.
In all thy ways honor me, and I will direct your path.
Yeah.
See, well, Lord, I went to you for this. I went to you for that. I went to you for this. But what about that other thing?
Right.
Well, I thought that I knew. In all thy ways acknowledge me, and I will direct your path. And see, there's some things that we just went on our own because we thought we knew better. We thought we knew the path. We thought we knew what we was doing. We just thought, oh, I can run with it because it feels right. And the enemy was like, yeah, that do feel right. Go with it.
Go with it.
You're right. That is right. You should do it. You should do it. You ain't got to ask. You ain't got to pray. You ain't got to tarry on it. Go with it. Because they know this, like, we're good. They're going to stumble on this one. They done did everything else, but they don't realize in all thy ways. Not in 98% of your ways.
Yeah. Oh. Pay attention.
And when you dwell, and when you with them, you will bear the fruit. Peace will be your portion. If you don't have peace, you have to ask yourself, am I really connected? If you're anxious and worried, you have to ask yourself, am I really connected? Am I connected to the branch?
Yeah.
Because the fruit, when you're connected to the branch, one of the fruits is peace. And the word says, just as no branch can bear fruit of itself without abiding and being vitally collected, the vine neither can bear fruit unless you abide in me. So you can't have peace unless you abide in him. And it says that the fruits of the Spirit, one of the fruits of the Spirit is peace.
Yes.
So if you need peace and you don't have peace, then you have to understand and realize it's not God.
Right.
It's your connection.
My God.
Psalm 119 and 165 reads, great peace have those who love your law. Nothing can make them stumble.
Yeah,
do you love the law?
Come on.
Are you walking in it? Are you reading it? Are you just reading it when you're having an assignment? Are you just reading it when you're following along with the minister? Are you just reading it when you're going through Bible class? Because that's not saying that you love it. That's saying that I'm acquainted with it. I'm acquainted with the words, but I don't love it. Because when you love something, you want to be around it all the time. You want to, when you love somebody, you want to call and say, baby, I ain't seen you all day. Just wanted to say hi and what you're doing. Because I got to be connected.
Yes, Lord, come on.
I love my husband, and sometimes I don't feel like getting up, but I call him on the phone. Now, my house ain't that big. What you doing? Are you coming into the room now? Because it's been a while since you in one place and another. I need you here with me. But do we do that with God? Do we try to stay connected to God, or are we okay with just being acquainted? I'm going to see you, God, on Sunday. I'm going to see you, God, doing Bible study. I say I love you and I dwell in you, but love doesn't look like this.
Right.
Think about your actions and say, am I really connected? Do you really love God? I like him. A lot of y'all like God. Y'all don't want to hear that. I like him. He all right. He's an acquaintance of mine, not even a friend. Because even a friend, you'll do a little more for than acquaintance. Because you know how y'all do. Oh no, I wouldn't call them a friend. I call them acquaintance. I'm careful how I use that word. God said I'm careful how I use that word too.
Wow.
That's why you don't have peace.
Wow.
It's not me.
Okay.
John 16:33. I have sent these things to you, that in me you may have peace. In the world you will have tribulations, but take heart, I have overcome the world. God has overcome the world. You will have peace if you abide in him, if you dwell in him. And in closing, I'm going to read 3 more scriptures. John 14:27 says, peace I leave with you, and my peace I give to you. Not as the world gives do I give to you. Let not your hearts be troubled, neither let them be afraid. Colossians 3:15, and let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, to which indeed you were called in one body, and be thankful. And Romans 15:13, and may the God of hope fill you with joy and peace in believing, so that by the power of the Holy Spirit you may abound in hope.
Yes.
So long as you dwell, long as you're connected, long as you stay with God, long as you are more than just an acquaintance, long as you become a lover of the word, and you truly abide in it. When you dwell somewhere, you're just not passing through, right? I'm just visiting. I'm visiting the word. No, dwelling means I'm going to sit down. I'm going to relax. I'm taking off my shoes. I'm not worried about something. I'm laid back. And I'm good.
Yes. Amen.
Are we dwelling?
Gotta dwell.
Some of us are just visiting. We ain't ready to take our shoes off. We're not ready to and when you're really dwelling, I don't know about y'all, but when you had a long day, you just take all your clothes off. Just take it all off. And I'm getting real comfortable. Yeah, I'm not ready to expose all of that. I'm not ready to let all this stuff go. God said, I need you to dwell with me and stay connected. Peace is yours to have. Peace is your portion. But you have to think, are you doing what you need to do to walk in peace? Because the issue is not God. The issue is not God. The issue is you. Your connection is off. To God be the glory.
Glory. Glory.
We need to have peace. God wants you to have peace. He doesn't want you to worry and be anxious. His peace is completeness and wholeness in spite of everything that you think that you need to do. Because you don't have to do anything. But trust him.
Yes.
And when he gives you directions, follow them.